Today's episode is what is your relationship with time? And we will get to that. Before we do, though,
I think we need to address what time it is right now. And I think people are going to pick up on that. It's early. It's early.
Sure, yeah.
We're kicking off. It's early in the morning. It's been stressful this morning, I think. I mean, this is on topic with time. And I think I'm already identifying potentially a difference between the two of us.
Yeah.
I don't like having things on. I don't like it. If I go into a day and I've got more than two things that I need to be at, like two different things that I need to be at, that's like my limit.
Yeah.
That's my absolute limit. Today, there's 4.
You counted them.
Yeah. 4's too many.
Okay, so there's definitely... Okay. So I think you're touching on it, because we've had a chance to think about the topic. We don't normally have a chance to think about the topic.
Yeah.
And I haven't thought about it too much, but I did realize that there are kind of 3 categories with which you can relate to time.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
For me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Go
Okay.
on.
So
I've
I think
done a lot of prep.
Yeah, no, I just had to try and because it's a huge topic.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Stephen Hawking famously wrote a book called A History of Time, which was too long.
Read it 3 times.
It was like 900 pages. So he wrote a brief history of time, and they said, that's too long. So he wrote it's called An Even Briefer History of Time.
Oh, just...
And that was still like 250 pages.
Yeah, that's wild.
So it is a big... I'm just saying that because it's a broad beast.
There's a lot to talk about. And at the end of the day, time is just a social construct. I mean, what is time? But we're not getting into the philosophy of what is time, are we?
No, we're talking about our relationship with time. I realized that for me, anyway, there are 3 ways that I have a relationship with time.
Okay.
The pressure of time creatively, so in a work sense.
Sure.
Time and my relationship with myself.
Yeah.
And my understanding of my time here on the planet.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So I think the one that you're potentially hitting on is time in your relationship with yourself.
Probably, yeah.
I know it doesn't seem like that on the surface level because you've just said, I hate having things on. It's a busy day.
God.
I've got 4+ things to do. On the surface,
Yeah.
that doesn't look like you're talking about your relationship with yourself. But if you missed last week's episode, we were talking about how one of the worst things you can do with a kid is hurry them up.
Sure, yeah.
Because it takes them away from silliness and from joy.
Yeah.
And you love silliness and you love joy.
Okay. So there's 2 things about a day like today that I hate. Yes, that's one, I reckon, because it's like...
Where's the fun?
I've got no room for spontaneous fun.
Yeah.
So like today, like if my daughter did something particularly funny or if we just decided to go on a small adventure, I'm like, I can't chase you down that rabbit hole this morning. I just can't.
Yeah.
And I hate that. And then the other side of it is that I'll just put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure that I'm early at all those things. So,
because you want to try and still ensure that you have time for some sort of silliness and joy.
The
people-pleasing factor.
Yes, I am just so angry at myself and down on myself if I'm late and then I feel like I've let someone down or like I've annoyed someone or wasted their time. That destroys me. But then this is where it gets interesting for me.
Yeah.
Because the more things I've got on, I won't want to. So if I'm at one meeting, say let's say I'm at a breakfast meeting, a business meeting.
Yeah.
I want to be there early. If that's my first meeting of the day, I'll be there an hour early or half an hour early, right? I've nailed that.
Yeah.
But say I've got another business meeting at 12.
Yeah.
Another difficulty.
You've never had 2 business meetings.
Well, because I actively try to stop. But sometimes you tow me in there. You go, mate, I've booked to some meetings. I'm like, damn it, not on the same day. Because the problem that I get is that if I'm at the 10 a.m., I don't want to wrap that person up. Because I'm like, you have my time right now.
Yeah.
How dare I wrap you up? Even though in the back of my head, I'm like, oh my God, I've got to get to this second meeting.
Yeah.
And that second meeting's going to be, it's like 35 minutes away.
And
but how am I possibly?
Yeah.
And in my head, it would be so rude for me to say to them, I've got a midday. I need to go.
Yeah.
It seems like a simple thing to say, but I just like I'm wearing a watch today because I know we've got to be somewhere at
You
10.
never wear a watch.
We've got to be somewhere at
By
10.
the way, Woody's making it sound like we've got a really busy day.
It's big day.
We've got the things that we have on, those 4 things that we have on are this. So you and me effectively talking in my studio.
Yeah.
We have to watch the new Mission Impossible movie at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. We don't have to go through what we're actually.
Well, I think this is important because I think it's funny that
Yeah.
these are stressing you out.
Yeah.
Then we're interviewing Jimmy Barnes at 3 o'clock.
Yep.
And then we have the radio show at 4
Yeah.
in the same place.
Individually, I love all of those 4 things. I just love them spaced over a week.
One of them is watching a movie for 3 hours.
Yeah, again, but it's
And
not
a movie we want to see.
Once we're in the movie, I'm pumped, right? Once I'm in the chair and I've got my popcorn, I'm pumped. It's the pressure of the universal Paramount.
Paramount?
The Paramount.
Oh, the universal pressure of time. Is that what you meant to say?
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah.
Took the words right out of my mouth. The Paramount person, it's the pressure of, I know they're going to be waiting. They're doing this advanced screening for us. And the idea of being late for that person.
Yeah.
Killing me.
Okay, so let's talk about this because this is very, very relatable, and I think this is why we've chosen to do the topic. And this we nearly got there last week, but we ran out of time. So, ironically,
Nice.
I think this whole thing around this is what I'm trying to say. Even though on the surface level you're not, it seems, and I hate to put you back in therapy here, but I hate to.
That's
I hate to.
cancel the therapist at
I'm
this
not going to
point.
bring up your mum, but it is. This is, I think. Your relationship with time is indicative of your relationship with yourself.
Okay, go on.
So I think your relationship with time says more about how comfortable you are with yourself than really many other things. So we all hate the idea of being pressured with time.
Sure.
It's just not a nice feeling.
Yeah.
And we spoke about this last week with being a kid. It's because you're either A, you're interrupting your parents are going to come and crash your joy.
Yeah.
Or B, you're going to annoy your parents.
Yeah.
If you're squeezing them for time. And they're going to probably let you know about that.
Yeah.
You know, like we've all had that moment where they're like, hurry up.
Yeah.
And you're and then, they're annoyed, they're late for their thing. It's just, then they've put somebody out, then they don't feel comfortable. It perpetuates. It's not a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's really funny that we hate that feeling so much because we're worried people are going to dislike us. We don't feel comfortable. We don't feel safe, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right?
Yeah. Well, there's people disliking you. It's more just like, I just think it's so to waste someone's time. I get in my head around like, I think that my time is more valuable than your time.
Yeah, so it comes across as almost passive aggressive if somebody's late.
Well, passive aggressive, or it's just I don't know. I'm quite old fashioned with just like I'd feel rude, which I know
100%.
yeah.
You feel rude, but I think what's underneath that is you feel rude, but that's because you're a people pleaser and you don't want to put somebody else out.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. It's a nice trait. It's a beautiful trait.
Yeah.
Also, punctual people, how good.
Yeah.
It's a great thing.
Yeah.
You're greasing the wheels in everyone else's life, which you love.
Yeah.
That's
Because
lovely for you.
on the flip side, if someone is late, like if someone is late to something that I've set, it's like,
Do you not value me?
well, a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, it's just
Yes.
like wow. Yeah, but again, it depends obviously on a myriad of factors. But if there's no like reason or anything, it's just like,
Okay, so this is really good because I'm a late person.
yeah,
You know that. I have an awful relationship with time. And that also stems from the fact that I hate the pressure of time.
yeah,
So I think it's really funny that we've dealt with this same thing in totally opposite ways. So you hate the pressure of time. So you've gone, you know what? I'm just going to rock up everywhere half an hour early.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
going to remove that stress from my life.
The wake up time is the bit that moves, I reckon.
Sure.
With to buy the time.
We can get into
effectively.
the mechanics of it
But
later.
it gets to the point where I'm waking up at 1 a.m. and it's like, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why am I even going to sleep?
Why am I going to bed? So your way of avoiding I don't want to feel bad about myself for being late is by getting everywhere half an hour early.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's the aim. Yeah.
My way, and my way of avoiding not feeling bad about myself because I'm late to something is just to lie to myself. Like
Lie?
I am genuinely dyslexic with time.
Yeah.
I think I brought this up with Guy Montgomery the other day. It's that Daniel Kitson joke of the pigeon that's got the car coming towards it.
Oh yeah, your optimism around time is wild.
You're on the middle of the road. You got a car coming towards you at 60 k's an hour. You're looking at the curb. You're looking at the car, and you're thinking to yourself, "I reckon I can bloody make that." And you go on foot, and it's there's no way you're making that on foot, mate. You need to fly. It's the same thing with time. I've got something coming up. I've got to be somewhere at midday. It's 11:30. I'm still in my pajamas.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm still working on something. I'm looking at midday going, and it's funny, like, unless someone literally calls me or walks into the room and goes, just break this down for a second. By the time you've got to go in, have a shower, get changed, pack your bag, ride your bike,
Yeah.
you're not doing that in half an hour. Like, you're just not this. Even if you ran to each thing, you're not making that. But I am so scared. And I think, and I know people hate this. I really do know people hate this because people hate late people, but fuck it. It's our podcast. I need to explain this.
No, go on.
The pain of me not getting done what I'm currently doing,
Yeah.
the amount that I will hate myself for not finishing what I'm doing, because that's where I get all of my love for myself is by doing things.
Yeah.
I feel good about myself when I do things.
Yeah.
If I don't finish the thing that I'm doing,
Yeah.
the hate that I will feel for myself is so much more than any self-loathing I can have
From being late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I choose, subconsciously, by the way, this is all happening on a subconscious level.
Yeah.
I choose to be late. I choose to put people out. And of course that makes me feel shit. Of course.
But not as much as
not doing the thing that I'm doing. So this is what I was saying before. Your relationship with time, what it says about you. Late people, this is so funny. This is you and me. Late people and really early people don't like themselves.
Yeah, right. But is there
Or
anyone...
they struggle with self-loathing.
Is there anyone in the middle? I feel like...
Mate, I reckon.
No one nails time. That's another thing. I think that's just a blanket statement. Yeah. No one nails time. I think we spend our entire lives trying to like complete time or clock time. But I don't think anyone gets there.
Yeah.
Like I feel like for everyone listening right now, you are either putting yourself in the category that I'm in, which is just you're so stressed about being late somewhere that you're generally speaking early always, or late people. Like you're not the only person who's always late.
No.
As well. And again, like, so for you, for example, you'd think that because we often are meeting, that would be a frustration that builds up for me that you're always late. But it's just like, I know now, so I'm always prepared for do something. Because the other thing is, when someone is late, or if you're dealing with a late person, there's one way you can go about it, which is I'm going to sit here and be annoyed and then probably be passive towards that person and like put you, can put you in a bad mood and be like, oh, they're an asshole, da da da. Or you can go, okay, well, they're going to be late.
That's who
what
they
can
are.
I do with this? But what can I do with this time? It's like, you're just because you're late doesn't mean you're stopping me from then. If I'm sitting at a cafe waiting for you, that's on me that I've decided to sit here and seethe, as opposed to I'm going to work on something or I'm going to do something. Or
I think I mean full credit to you here because I mean I'm the late one and that's a very adult approach.
Sometimes it's nice though as well. Sometimes it's like I know it's going to be late. I get this time.
Yeah, I feel like you've almost like
extra time
used it to your advantage now, which is just smart footy. That's just eyes up footy.
So not only am I half an hour early, but also I've got the late time as well.
You've got snacks. I mean, really, it works for you.
I've got to say,
when it started to work for you, really, being late.
When the waiter comes over these days and goes, "Are you going to wait for your friend for breakfast and coffee?" I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah, because
I will get my coffee order. I will get my full breakfast.
And I also know as well, it's on the late person as well. If you are late, to acknowledge, like if you're late, like you're going to miss out on things. Like you've chosen here. I think. Initially, I think the thing that annoys people for a late person is when a late person rocks up and goes, I'm still entitled to the privileges that you guys who are timely have, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, if you rock up and you go, whoa, did you order without me and whatever? It's like, no, man. Like, I live in a late world.
Yeah.
I live in a very late world.
One time you moved tables. That it was actually this is a story that's worth bringing up. So Will, classic, late, and this was a long time ago. I've never forgotten it. This was a long time ago. We were about to do a guest radio spot at, I forget which station it was, but this was very early on. This is before we were really into radio, or we might have been doing late night radio stuff. So we're very green, and we used to meet up.
We're on MTR, Melbourne Talk Radio is what it was called.
There you go. Steve Vizard was the host.
Show, yeah.
He was actually the one who spotted us.
He was doing us a solid. He was doing us a solid. It
was obviously a bad bit, and he was just like, I'll just give the boys some training hours.
Yeah.
Right, so we used to take this bit obviously very seriously, though. So we'd meet at the cafe across the road, and we'd talk about what our bit was going to be.
Yeah.
Naturally, you were always late, and that was actually fine, right? Because then I get a bit of time to think about what the bit's going to be, and then eventually it'll come. But there was this one morning where you were late, and you rocked up, and you were like, bad table. And I was like, no, I'm pretty happy with the table. No, there's better tables. And you walked off, and you were like, and then you texted me from inside the cafe, and you were like, I found a better table.
There was a nail sticking out of your table.
It was a bad table, but I think I was early, so I deserved table selection. So, and you're inside, and then we just start this text battle, and it was like this Mexican standoff where it was like, I'm not coming to your table. And then you're like, well, you've got a nail sticking out of your table, so I'm not coming to your table. So then we ended up having breakfast separately when we were supposed to be talking about this segment that we were going to do. Anyway, and then obviously, like, you know, bit pissed off with each other, obviously, and then we've got to do this radio bit, and it was shit out.
Well, we hadn't spoken. We'd set each other right off, and then we go and sat down, and we hadn't spoken at all about what we were going to talk about. I mean, poor Steve.
Yeah, it's just like, you boys are not in sync at all.
I'm carving out 10 minutes from my breakfast radio show so that you dickheads can try and start your careers, and you clearly... well, first of all, you're clearly pissed off with each other. Like, you're not looking at each other. Like, you're not like...
Very funny. Very funny. I think we were covering... I think the bit was that we covered quirky events that were going on in Melbourne. And I think, hilariously, I think that morning we were covering the Body Paint Expo.
Is that right?
Yeah. I
don't remember going to that. Anyway...
I don't think you did, and that's why we had to meet, because I had to get you up to speed.
I didn't even go.
I was like, I need to explain the expo.
Like, oh my God, that is really bad behaviour. Oh, that's bad behaviour, Will. All right. Well, it's on record now.
One thing I would say, I'm gonna put a few points in the just the other. I feel like we're going hard on the people that are late here.
No, it's good. I think it is good. I think it is good to go hard on late people. I think if you're late, if you are a late person, you need to accept the fact that you need to come to terms with the fact that you're a late person. Like, an annoying thing is that if people are late people, I've learned this over the time. If you're a late person and you're not acknowledging the fact that you're late, like if you're a late person and you're going like, yeah, I'll be there at that time, exactly on the note, like it's just not, it's unrealistic, you know, like it's, and people get annoyed about that.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, well, stop telling me that you're going to be here then.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not, it's not fair because you are going to be late. And that is going to cause more, then you will start hating yourself a lot more because you'll start seeing how much you're hurting other people and yet you're still choosing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so it does get to a point.
Yeah. But okay, so on the flip side though, so something that I know that I'm not good at is there are occasions, and they're rare, but there are occasions that I'm late. Sometimes there are circumstances outside of my control that mean that I'm late. And this is the end of the world for me, right?
Yeah, you do. You rock up in a huff. Your hair goes a bit haywire. That's how I know when you're flustered. You get these little, what do you call them? Flyaways.
Flyaways.
You get these flyaways. You look like you've been in a wind tunnel.
I've now shaved off the sides of my head because I hated the flyaways so much because it was such a dead giveaway that I was flustered. So
it's almost comical.
It's always my tell. It was my tell. But so if I am late, what doesn't help in that situation is I've already wasted someone's time, right? And I'm feeling awful about that.
Yeah.
But where this gets bad, where I think I become annoying is that then I know that I'm not giving all I can give to that meeting or really to the rest of the day because I am
You're not present.
hating myself so much. It's like now not giving all of me.
100%.
Or I'm not offering a lot. Whereas
100%.
I think on the
What
flip
I'm
side,
saying-
you're like, look, I'm late, but when I get there,
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm
your
in,
guy.
and I'm going to be as good as I was if I was early. I'm not going to like be like wanting you to pity me or anything. I'm like,
100%.
I'm good to go.
No,
Whereas
that's
I'll
it.
sit there and just be like, I'm a piece of shit.
That's a great point. In fact, because I will know that I didn't get to do the thing that I was trying to do beforehand. And if I'm not doing that thing and I haven't done that thing, I'm going to rock up to work thinking to myself, geez, you're a piece of shit because you didn't get that thing done before.
Yeah, right.
Which means that I can't be fully present
Yes.
if I'm early.
Yeah.
So it really, yeah. I mean, so I think that's why I think this is your relationship with time is so indicative of your relationship with yourself because it's understanding yourself a lot of the time.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
look, I can't operate on a scale where I'm rushing to be early everywhere because I will lose my sense of presence.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is really the two things you can really only ever give anything are your time and attention.
Yeah, totally.
They're your two most
yeah.
precious gifts. Like
Yeah.
if I give something my time and attention, that's love, really. It's like I'm
Yeah.
giving you time and attention. You're getting my love,
Yeah.
right? That is all I have to give. So if I'm not able to give that because I'm rushing,
Yeah.
you haven't got me at all. I may as well
Exactly.
not be here.
Yeah.
I'm bringing everything down.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right.
however you work that, I think it's important to communicate that to people as well. Like, look, this is just how I am.
Yeah.
It sucks. And that can be annoying for people. But I think that ties in for me into the next time relationship.
I've already forgotten the categories. What were the categories?
I know you have. I know you have.
There were 3 of them. 3's too many.
The other one was creatively.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So time and creativity.
Yep. Can we dive into that one? Because I found it
Yeah.
interesting when you said you will hate yourself if you don't finish the thing that you're doing. So I can actually relate to that big time. I think a lot of people can relate to
We're
that.
very on topic today, by the way.
This is weird. Maybe it's the early start. We're
We're on.
But so I can relate to that because I'm the same. If I start something,
Yeah.
I really enjoy the feeling of like I'm so in this and I'm loving it, right?
Yeah.
So because of that,
Yeah.
I'm very hesitant to start anything when I have to be somewhere. Very
Yeah, right.
hesitant.
Okay, because
So-
this is your loving it. This is your time and attention thing, right?
if
So
I-
I can't give it time and attention.
If I start
Yeah.
this thing,
Yeah.
I know I'm just gonna completely lose. And this is where it's funny. If you listen to this, you probably think I'm good with time. I'm not good with time.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm good with time in quotation marks
Yeah.
is because
You allow yourself.
I
you
buy myself so much time to
You give yourself a handicap.
exactly right.
Yeah, it's like the stall gift. You're off 30 meters.
Exactly. And it all starts from my alarm.
pretty
right?
rogue
No,
athletics
I like
reference.
I like the store gift. It's a big race. But
Yeah.
where I think hindering myself
Yeah.
is that because as you said, it's it's good for you to put time into the thing that you really want to be putting time into, right? Or the thing you
Yes.
want to be doing before work. Let's just use work as the example.
Yes.
It's really good for you to do that thing and then
Yes.
you'll feel good for the rest of the day.
Yes.
I'm a lot of the time sacrificing that thing, which would probably make me feel good because I'm like, don't you start. And this can be really, I just exaggerate in my head the amount of time that something is going to take.
Yeah.
And I'll just go, I cannot start that now. And I know that I've grappled with that, and I'm not sure the healthy way to go about that because I do agree with you. It's pretty hard to once you start and you just go, that's not done, but I'll walk away from that. It's like trying to stop a piss midstream.
Yes. And I think this gets really interesting actually because I think what you might be hitting on, which I find really interesting, is that people who are good with time are often people who are bad with time.
Oh.
So like people who are good with time are often bad with their attention, or their attention is easily dispersed. Their attention is often hard for them to grasp or to channel.
Yeah.
People who are good with time are often bad at channeling their attention because they have the same realization as you do, which is if I'm going to devote myself to something that I want to do, I can't be thinking about the next thing that I need to be doing.
Oh yeah, very
right?
true. Yes.
Yes. And because you're right, like what you and time. If I'm in something with you, be it play or creativity, you can't hold on to time.
No.
That goes. In fact, I do the time management when we're in something.
Yeah.
Hilariously.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I never know how long these are going for.
It's actually, like in I think there was a this is a rogue reference, but there was a Lucy, just give me a nod or a shake of the head if you think this is too wild. There was a FIFA game. You staying with me? Okay, there was a FIFA game whereby Lucy's a great barometer for this, by the way.
Yeah, it's good.
This could get very niche for you and me.
Yeah.
There was a FIFA game. I think it might have been 2004, the EA Games, like official 2004 FIFA game, which said the metric that they brought to the game, to the new version of the game, was it's not about the running you do on the ball, it's the running you do off the ball.
Oh God.
Does that make any sense to you? Yeah. Okay, you're kind of following, but I think you might be being nice.
I think you've lost me a little bit. How are you linking this with time?
Okay, so I think it's interesting that for you and me, within our creative relationship, the running off the ball, your time management is impeccable.
Running off the ball.
So when you're not in the middle of something.
Oh, yes, 100%.
But when you're on the ball, I do the time management running. When we're in the middle of something, I've got to think about the time. When we do the radio show, I have an internal clock that ticks over where I'm like, there's an alarm that goes off in my head at 3 minutes and it goes off at 5 minutes. Yeah. 3 minutes goes, start thinking about a way to get out of here. 5 minutes goes, get the hell out. Find the laugh anywhere. It's commercial radio. We've got to go out and laugh here. So any cheap gag will work.
Yeah, 100%.
Or cut them off, throw to a song, do whatever you need to do. So that ticks in my head immediately.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting that like I am quite conscious of time when I'm doing things.
Yeah.
Because I have to be.
Yeah. So why is that not the case when you're working independently in the morning? So you know how like you get lost in the thing you have to do. Why is it switched off then?
So I think that basically what I go back to this idea of attention, right?
Yeah.
So I think that time is another. We spoke about this in the last episode, actually. Bottom up attention, right? And how you actually don't control your attention priorities. There are some things which top down attention you control, but bottom up attention is like embedded attention priority. It's like you need to leave now.
Yeah.
Because this is going on.
Yeah.
So there are certain things we all have as common bottom up attention, which is, your house is on fire.
Yeah.
Someone's sleeping with your wife. Maybe not that, but well, I think that'd be pretty bottom up attention. That'd go.
You probably want to go and deal with that if you were told like the gardener is currently committing adultery with your wife. I think you'd make your way home.
Check it out.
I think you'd make your way home.
Yeah. Exactly. So
don't know what I'd do if I got there, by the way. Have you? I mean, I haven't entertained this too much, but the idea that you get home and someone is committing adultery with your wife.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I'd do. Like, I'm not a physical person, so like, I think I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna bloody show this bloke, but he's probably going to be bigger than me and stronger than me, and then it's like, well, this could backflip
and also
on me.
He's had the chutzpah to do the horizontal tango with your wife, probably on the bench. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take you there, but
right. Well, now I'm there now, and he's getting grass stains all over the bench because.
Is he still the gardener?
He's the gardener. Yeah, he's the gardener.
Hence, he's probably attractive.
I'll take your boots outside, you prick.
You'd pick up on something small, wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh, at least can you take your shoes off?
Yeah. I think I'd do that. I think I'd do the, and this was the move that my parents used to do on me. I'm not angry, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
And you're just like, that's hollow. Yeah. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like you try and guilt trip your wife for cheating on you. Again, I don't know how I do it. It's just that moment.
I'd probably just have it like, you know,
not on the bench.
Like you drop some milk. It's like,
this is so annoying, and it's annoying. It's just
that's at least 6 months of therapy.
Come
on.
Yeah,
and then you just tell me.
And after 6
just
months,
tell me that's much better. Just tell me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you got some stuff going on.
Tell me you needed that. And what have I been doing?
You reckon
wrong?
the garden is hot?
Yeah.
Just tell me.
And if we needed that,
it's fine.
If that was an itch that you needed to scratch, exactly. We could have arranged this. If you needed that,
I'm sorry, Lucy.
But that is an interesting point,
But it
though,
would have
isn't
been
it?
a discussion,
Do you know what I
at
mean? Like,
least.
it's just like you, for whatever reason, you need to sleep with a gardener. And that is
Yeah.
just, and I'm not doing that for you
You have
because,
you have a bottom up attention to sleep with the gardener.
right? But that is just a desire
That's a
that you have.
sexual. That's a sexual pull.
But the
Yep.
thing for me, I love this
Yeah,
relationship
good
and I
on
love
you.
you.
I'll come and help you
I
out.
want to stay with you, and
Yeah.
I hope my wife isn't hearing this, and she's got some fetish for a gardener, and she's going, "Wow, this can actually work."
Yeah.
Because obviously don't want that to happen,
yeah.
but I would
Yeah.
rather
You'd
go
rather
let's
hear
just
about
have
it.
one night in the garden fairyland, and
Yeah,
it's just
let's go for
let's
it.
get a few gardeners,
Get the rake out. Whatever you need to do.
and then it's just one night. It's a gift, my gift to you.
Yeah. Here it is.
and then we can go on with this loving relationship, which
Yeah.
is working really beautifully.
Absolutely. Well, I think the number one reason that people cheat is because they don't feel like they're understood.
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't possibly tell my partner that I love Greg the gardener, and I just couldn't possibly. He won't accept me, so I'll just go and do that secretly.
Sex workers. Have I used is that the appropriate term? Sex workers. I saw a study done on sex workers, or maybe it was just one sex worker revealing all. It's just a headline I clicked on, and they said that most of the time people cheat, or most of the time that people see her and they're in a relationship is because they are ashamed of asking for what they really want.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
They're
They're
like
afraid of being understood.
if they're like, oh no, you won't.
You won't
You'll think
understand
I'm
it.
a
You just won't get
freak
that.
after
Yeah.
this. Like if I tell you to dress up like a garden gnome, you know what I mean? Like you won't
100%.
look at me the same.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm happy to tell this person
Yeah.
who I'm paying
Yeah.
to dress up like a garden gnome and maybe put on a little, an Irish leprechaun voice.
Sounding a lot
or,
like you've got a thing for gardeners.
No.
I'm just going to put that out there.
No, I have brought up gardener a lot, haven't I?
It feels like you keep going back there. I mean, you've got a world of cosplay and fetish to go into, and you keep going back to the gardener, mate.
I think I
Put the leaf blower down.
I think I wear these. Well, see, I'm in the garden a bit more these days, and I'm starting to wear.
So you think you're a bit sexy when you garden, obviously.
I think so, and I'm wearing the flanny as well.
Yeah, I can
and
see that.
Do you know what I mean?
I can see that.
Obviously there is.
What's your
something going on
sexiest
there.
garden maneuver?
It's a really, really good question, Will. It's not leaf blowing because I don't think I'm getting physical enough there. I think it's when I'm whippersnippering because I don't know holding.
Really?
I think
feel like that's like the word.
yeah, you think that, but holding a whippersnipper is a really powerful position to be in
two
because
hands.
you've got the
Yeah,
two
the two
hands on
hands.
it,
Yeah.
and I don't know. There's something. I think when I nail a corner or like I nail like
No
a
one cares.
line,
No one thinks that's
it's
sexy.
just that is hot.
Yeah, but that might be a you thing. Like I
Maybe.
don't think anyone's looking at that objectively and going like, "Geez, that's a tight edge to that lawn."
But the more I think about sexiness is if I feel sexy while doing it,
you
it
get
just
confident.
emits this sexiness. Even if the thing I'm doing is not sexy, the fact that I'm in this exact confidence.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this thing like I am the sexiest man in the world. That just exudes hot.
Yeah, well, Esther Perel says you find your partner most attractive when they're on the stage.
Whippersnippering
When they're
is my stage.
when they've got the whippersnipper on the stage.
That is
When they're
my
showing
stage.
off. When
That
they're
is-
showing off. When they're
that is-
doing the thing that they feel most confident doing. That's when you find them the hottest. When you go like, gee whiz, you're really strutting your stuff out there. So look,
That's me on the whip.
if you're snipping and whipping and
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
then maybe Mim does find that hot. But
Where were we?
we were talking.
We were just talking about how on topic we'd been all pod,
know.
and we dropped the ball.
I know. I know where we were though. So we were talking.
I don't know how you do that.
We were talking. We were talking about the fact that people who are bad with their who are bad with their attention are good with time.
Oh yeah, great.
And I think this is the relationship that I find really interesting. We've spoken about the fact that none of us want to put people out, right?
Yep.
There's this tension of if I'm late, I'm going to put people out. But
Yep.
then the other side of that is there are some people like me who are so scared of the self-loathing that they have that they would much rather put other people out than
Yep.
deal with the hate they might have for themselves if they don't finish the current task that they're doing.
And then you're going to be better in the meeting or thing that you are late to.
However your
If you
approach
have-
is, yeah. So I think that for people, and so I think the next part about this is people who are bad with their attention. So for example, you, my partner Sam, you guys you're bad with attention. Well, Sam has ADHD, right? So she literally cannot, her attention is diffused all the time.
Yeah.
And because of that, she is so aware of the fact that you and Sam are very similar people. It's ridiculous, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I'm having sex with you. Just going to put that out there.
Yeah. I could be a gardener.
You could.
Sam
So
and I have been to it. I can be your gardener.
So Semi's attention is so bad that she is so conscious of that. She's exactly the same as you.
Yeah.
That she knows that she's got to give herself a massive handicap all the time to get places on time, because she knows that if she's in the middle of something, she's unable to retain a sense of time. Her attention is overwhelming. Whereas for me, I can hold a lot of things in my attention at the same time. So the question you asked was, why isn't that the case when it comes to something that I will judge myself on whether or not I finish it, if I'm a good person or not?
Yeah.
Right? And that's because I think there's this priority meter within my head, which is happening subconsciously. And I think this is really what I'm trying to get at in terms of everyone's relationship with themselves and time, which is, how can I love myself most within, like, where is the love for myself exist within this time thing? So where does time fit within that? So often I think if you're doing something really important, time will go out the window, right? So let's say you're having a really hectic conversation with your partner.
Yeah.
Let's say one of your kids is crying. All that sort of stuff, right? Where it's like, there's the time thing where I might put people out, but my priorities are to be here.
Yeah.
So I need to be here.
Yeah.
So I think with this, what I was saying, that maybe that's an indication of how much I can generate self-hate is, if I don't finish this, I will hate myself. And I don't want to deal, like, that is so powerful for me.
So you're aware of the fact that you're probably going to be late, but you're going
subconsciously, by the way. This isn't like
this
isn't a cognitive thing. It's just in my head. My head just goes, no, we're not dealing with the hate here.
You need to finish this?
I'm just going to lie to you about the time thing.
Yeah.
Because I would rather, like, how much you hate yourself is so scary, because, you know, that's kind of like can be the beginning of a depressive episode for me, is if I don't do something that I say that I'm going to do to myself. So it sounded intense. If I don't do something that I promise myself I'm going to do, then the repercussions are, it can be really damaging.
Yeah.
And so and by the same token, I think there are people who are late who, you know, the way that they love themselves, or the way that they need to love themselves, is by living in a sense of freedom, where they always choose themselves and they don't care about what other people think about them. You know, those sort of like airy-fairy people who are, they don't care about whether they're late.
Yeah, aloof kind of people.
Because they know how much they'll hate themselves if they rush themselves out of life.
Yeah.
You know, the people that rock up and go, oh, I just went for, you know, you go, you're late. And then they go, you know, you realize they're 45 minutes late. And then they go, yeah, but I just went for a beautiful walk. And oh my God, I bumped into a dolphin on the way here.
Yes.
You know, so like those things...
Yeah.
Those people, I think it's the same thing, where they choose themselves because they know that that's how they're going to be happy, rather than other people.
That can be a bit of
I find that really interesting, that we often you either, as you said, you either love or hate those people. There are a few people in my life who are like that.
Yeah.
And because I am a late person, I kind of appreciate them. But I realize that they ostracize a lot of people.
Oh,
those
totally.
people. There are a lot of people that don't like them. But the ironic thing about those people is it doesn't matter to them if people don't like them, because they're often really happy with themselves.
Yeah.
Do you find that funny?
Yeah. Well, that can be weekend footy. Like I do totally cook. Like social engagements, I am late very often.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the time when I'm going to the footy, like I'll rock up at quarter time or half time as well.
And this is your subconscious relationship with your bottom-up priorities.
Yeah. Well, it's funny though. Weekend for me, like, if I think Monday to Friday has some level of like structure to it, right? So I can like, I can crack the code. Do you know what I mean? Like I can look at the day and I can go, you're gonna have to wake up at this time to, you know, I know the bike, I know the amount of time it takes to ride from my house to work and da. But the weekend, it becomes a bit of a
loosey-goosey.
Well, free for all, because it's different all the time,
Yeah.
right? So time on the weekend I find really difficult.
You can't even try, because you're bad with time. As we said,
Yes.
you're so bad with time that you realize you have to be good with time. But that's because during the week there are yardsticks and measurements that you've got, so you can measure it out. But on the weekend, it's just
anyone's.
And again, Sam's exactly the same as you. Like on the weekend, I can wake up on a Saturday and go, "Hey, look, I'm going to do this, and this today," and she goes, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
Like there's no way. Like, I can't deal with that. You can try and do that in your own, like do it yourself.
Yeah.
But she'll go, we're doing like one thing this morning. Pick.
Yeah. That's like,
like
me.
pick one thing. I know you guys are very similar.
That's me. Yeah. And that's actually why hanging out with my daughter works quite well on the weekend, because kids are the same. Remy's the same. Remy has no thought on what time she needs to be home for a nap, right? We're literally on the same page when we leave the house. It's just like, let's go left.
Yeah, and I think this is going to tie into the third pillar that I've been wanting to get to.
Shit.
Which is your relationship with your time, like talking about how you feel about your time on this planet.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay, let's go there.
Because I think it's funny that we all grapple at different times with the idea that our time here is limited.
Yeah.
And a really good way to do that is by thinking about the fact that you're going to die. That's a very solid way of people who often have pretty hectic death experiences do that.
Yeah.
Another really solid way of appreciating how limited your time is here on this planet is by having a child.
Yeah, big time.
Because people think initially, if I have a kid, I've got so much going on in my life right now. If I have a kid, I'm going to have another thing that I've got to, deal with, and then how am I going to fit all the other stuff in?
Yeah.
But children become this great dissolving agent whereby you realize instantly, and I know this isn't the same for everyone, so don't freak out if this didn't happen to you, but you probably will at some point have a moment where you feel this general sense of, oh my God, that's the most important thing to me in the world. And spending time with them is instantly really important. And all the other things you were trying to do become pretty quickly irrelevant and or very insignificant.
So there's a great point. I have to wee. I have to.
Wow.
Bottom up.
Oh, wow. Bottom up. There's a bottom up right there.
I don't know. You can explain this.
We should get bottom up. Oh, gee, what have you done?
You can explain this.
My God, can you fix that,
told me
please?
before that
You bottom
might
up.
be able to link in.
Yeah, what am I going to link in? You want to keep this on the...
from-
You want to keep... Okay.
Why go from don't need to wear at all to like, if I don't wear right now, I'm going to die. So you've said that's a me thing before.
That is a you
Something
thing.
to do with my attention.
It is a lot to do with your attention.
Woof. 7.
Oh, yeah, you're
If
ranking,
you know, you
you're
know.
ranking your ways. 7 out of 10. So, yeah, I think you made a great point there.
Explain that.
I think you made a great point there about the fact that the attention factor is for people who can't control their attention all that well.
Wow.
They get arrested by the fact that they need to wee.
Yeah, but
I was trying to think of a word for that. Like, what are you? Survival wears?
Survival wears. It's just like instant wears, or just like, just super. What's the intense wears?
Yes.
It just, or lightning wears is probably the best way to describe it, actually, because it strikes you like lightning.
Yes,
and you were
and-
making such a good point before, and I was like, I'm trying to focus, but I was like, all I can think about is this pounding in my bladder.
Is why you have a good relationship with time is because your bottom up attention is so strong. Like
sudden.
Attention gets ripped away from you so easily.
Yeah.
That you struggle with time.
Yeah.
So you set plans to be like, I've got to try and fit everything in, and structure my time, because if I don't, my attention just gets grabbed away from me too easily,
I
and
should
I won't
structure
be able
my
to.
ways. That's what I should do. Just like
But
lock
you
in
can't.
the time.
That's the point. That's the point, right?
Yeah. Well, I actually do a little bit with my wheeze, funnily enough. So I've got a rule. If I'm out in public and I see a toilet, I always wee. That's like and that rule is really working for me. Same as road trips. So if I'm ever on the road and there's a sign for a toilet, even if I don't feel like going, I go. If you have the problem that I'm talking about, see a toilet, go.
Oh, right. Okay. So, right.
Monkey see, monkey do with wheeze.
Wow.
Just always go.
There's so many rules in your life.
Just got to have rules. Without rules, it's complete. Because my life is such chaos.
You don't
Without rules, it's too chaotic.
Because your attention is really hard for you to control.
Yeah.
Like, this is the bit.
I don't have ADHD, by the way, interestingly enough.
Yeah,
but,
I find that fascinating.
Yeah, had the psych thing. A few other things came up, but I won't go into that.
So, I think, Woody, and I know you hate a part 2, mate. I know you hate a part 2.
We're going part 2, are we?
Well...
What's the third?
Given that Stephen Hawking wrote a 900-page book on the history of time, I just don't think that we're going to get I don't think we're going to squeeze out a 5-minute chat around appreciating your time on this planet.
Yeah, that's
in
a big
5
one.
minutes.
You're right. That's a separate chat.
Which I think is the third pillar of this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Or let's just call it your relationship with time part 2.
Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, nice. Nice and compact.
But the topic will be around realizing your time is finite. What does that look like? How does that manifest in terms of your priorities?
Yes.
In terms of what's important to you?
Yeah.
And it probably leads into your relationship with death, which is pretty wild.
100%.
That's a big chat.
That's a whopper.
We're definitely going to do that. Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Yeah.
We'll see. You don't want to.
No, I actually do want to. I think about death every time before I go to bed. I think about death now.
Gee whiz.
It's a nightly thing.
All right, we're going to go. We'll see you guys next time.